A slight advantage for them in the rebound department, but that oftentimes is all it takes.
Especially, Greg, when you're scoring the ball at a decent clip the way they have. I mean, they've done exactly what's necessary to take the lead.
Will it go? And it's sent back by Howard. Puts up a three. And it would have counted had it fallen, but it's offline. And we finished one half of basketball. Rockets lead by 9. Stay with us, folks. We'll get back just after halftime to start the third quarter. All right, the second half beginning in just a moment. An exceptional performance so far from James Harden.
Always been a dynamic scorer, and we saw in that first half the entire repertoire on display.
Yeah, he's a hard man to keep down, and so far they haven't found the answer for him. I don't know if there is an answer for him, quite honestly.
And the second half about to start here in just a few moments.
Harden doing it all. 15 points, and he's managed to get 4 of his points by way of the free throw line.
And Clark, that might not make the highlight reel, but those are important points nonetheless.
Ariza and Jones at the small and power forward. Lawson out there with Harden. And it's Howard in at the 5 spot. That's the 5 for Houston right now. Well, looking back on last season, you didn't know where the Rockets would end up in terms of seeding in the playoffs. Ended up with a 2 seed because they won the Southwest Division. And as it turned out, everything worked out very well for them.
It really did, and had a divisional matchup in that first round against the Mavs. But the Rockets took care of business in that series and would advance.
Here's LeBron. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. Irving's got 3 assists now in this one.
Wow, that's a really smooth finish.
That's why we and they always love seeing him at the end of those breaks. He makes it look fun and easy. Maybe that'll ignite him. I mean, impossible not to get pumped up after that. At least I think that would be the case.
Well, you can see the immediate reaction of the guys on the bench. They are. Look at them. They are pumped up.
Yeah, they're geeking.
And that's what the alley-oops guys will do for your team.
And the Cavaliers making a change here. Varejão's checked in.
And, you know, for the Rockets, they had a major gut check in the second round. Went down 3-1 against the Clippers. Came back to win the series in 7, including Game 6, when I dozed off when they were trailing by 19 in the 4th and was shocked to wake up in the morning and see they had forced the 7th game.
So, timeout called here, the first for Cleveland.
And with the Rockets' last postseason, their trip to the conference finals was as far as they would go. Went out to the Warriors in 5 games. Most of them, though, close ones. I think most fans were pleased with how far the team went last year in spite of all the injuries.
One of the stories here, James Harden getting it done today.
They need to make some adjustments because he's absolutely scorching.
Matthew Dellavedova has checked in for Cleveland. Third quarter of play with just over a minute and a half gone by. James kicks to Varejão. Some nice passing by Cleveland here. Takes the 13-footer, and he didn't get quite enough under that one.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
That's his first personal foul.
It's no secret, Clark, what this Houston Rockets team wants to do. They want to get to the line, drive the lane, and hurt you from outside the arc.
And they'll do it all at a very fast pace. I mean, they're fun to watch. The pace is something that I think sneaks up on teams sometimes, Kevin.
Good point. Thompson, he's checked in for Cleveland. Harden kicks to Lawson. The Rockets again can't hit. The Cavaliers trail by 11. The drive by James.
It's been a solid outing for LeBron. 12-point and also 3 nice steals. He's passing the ball so well right now and is really focused at the charity stripe, too.
And Clark, you can just see him oozing with confidence right now.
Iman Shumpert's checked in for Matthew Dellavedova. Ariza kicks to Jones. Marvelous lead pass, and he throws it down.
Boy, he threw out some punishment with that two-hand throwdown.
And Clark, now's the time to do it. Continue to attack that rim. And no doubt the Rockets were one of the faster-paced teams in the league last year. When you have the firepower they do, you want it to become a scoring fest.
And the Cavaliers making a change here. Williams is checked in.
A lot of the wins for the Rockets, guys, I thought last year came from just wearing down their opponent. I mean, you can keep up with their pace for a quarter, maybe 2, but it's very hard to sustain it for 48 minutes, shot for shot.
He hits the second from the line. You know, Clark, the one thing you can say about Ty Lawson is his awareness around the floor. He's just ubiquitous, and his court vision is incredible.
Excellent peripheral vision. He averaged almost 10 assists a game last season. That's the best year of his career thus far.
Harden with it. Guarded now by Irving. And there's the call on James. So that will be his second foul of the game. We're in the bonus. We'll go to the line to shoot 2. For Houston, they have been good at the free throw line. This one, 7 of 8.
At the line for 2.
And for Ty Lawson, playmaking isn't a concern. He's got that. His shooting accuracy, though, seems to drop every year. In fact, the last 2 years have been the worst of his career.
Timeout called, the Rockets. As the teams head into this timeout, a chance for the coaches now to map out some plays for the next few minutes and a chance for the players to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's important if they want to make sure they don't wear down later in the game.
Absolutely. Over the course of a game, you have to stay hydrated.
Yeah, you know, going back to Lawson's declining shooting percentage, really no apparent reason for it. Last year he launched the fewest threes in his past 4 seasons, but he still couldn't find the rhythm, and it really hurt his team down the stretch.
The Cavaliers trail by 11. And James throws it down.
And that's exactly what they need to do right now. I mean, just attack the basket. And, hey, if you get fouled, maybe you get some free throws out of it.
Now, here is Harden. He's got 22. Jones, no luck. 6-second difference between the shot and game clock. James kicks to Irving. And it's off from three-point range. Rockets leading by 9. Harden has a wide-open look. Stayed with it, but they couldn't get it to fall. There's the lob to the hoop. And slam dunk by Shumpert.
Really hard to decide, guys, which was better, the pass, the catch, or the slam.
Clark, there's no wrong answer to that one, my friend. Sensational alley-oop all the way around. And that's it for the third quarter. Both teams scoring well as we head to the fourth. Rockets ahead. They lead by 7. And time to step aside quickly, but we'll be back in no time with the start of the fourth quarter. The fourth quarter just moments away now as we welcome you back. And Cleveland looking at who they've got to start the fourth quarter. LeBron and Love are the talented pair at the forward position. Kyrie Irving and J.R. Smith at the guard set. And it's Mozgov in at the center, filling out the middle. And Harden with the stuff.
Dwight Howard with some slick passing on that one.
Here's LeBron. Hits some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good. James has got 20.
And tired legs affect you at the defensive end first, and that's what we're seeing here.
You called it, Greg. As much offense as we saw early, we're seeing even more of it here late.
On defense, Cleveland, they trail by 7. That's good. 26 points for James Harden.
Boy, they are passing the ball very crisply right now.
They really are, and their last 3 buckets have come by way of an assist.
Here's LeBron. Here's Mozgov.
Forget about finesse and agility. This big fella is all about power and force.
Harden against Irving. It's Harden with the drive. So he gets the whistle. Contact. On the way up and 2 shots coming up.
In the first half, he was able to get to the line a little bit more. Let's see if he can pick it up here.
And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Rockets.
Contested shots and block shots. They're bread and butter defensively. They're giving up no easy looks.
Yeah, but they've also done a great job of playing in space, getting out in transition every opportunity.
Timeout called the Cavaliers.
Yeah, I think he just sees some things that can be improved and wants to get everybody back on the same page.
And usually that, to me, is a good use of the timeout. I mean, if there's something that he's noticed that can give his team a lift, I think he's got to try to take advantage of that.
A moment to check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
Well, over the break, I listened in on David Blatt's huddle. He was riding them pretty hard for the number of silly fouls they've committed in this game. He said, listen, we need to have some defensive discipline. Stop biting on the shot fakes, stop reaching in, and stop giving them free points at the free throw line. We'll see if they'll respond, guys.
And it's James missing.
I think it's going to be tough for them to trim this deficit if he keeps missing those kinds of shots, Kevin. I mean, they need his points.
And he lobs it up toward the rim. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
And how sweet a play was that?
As sweet as it gets. An exquisite pass to set up Clark that beautiful alley-oop dunk.
Yeah, that was nice.
No doubt there are assists, and then, guys, there are assists.
Not really necessary with nobody on you. I mean, why put yourself off balance on that shot when you're wide open? You know, to cut deficits, you got to be making smart basketball plays out there. Taking care of the ball. It's not done by hoisting up bonehead threes like that one.
Got a piece of it. They recover it. Kicks it out to Love. 3-pointer. The offensive rebound. Here's Mozgov. Well, it was only a matter of time, but they finally get the bucket. Mozgov's got 6 points in the quarter. Rockets leading by 9. Smith again. It's Harden. And Howard, here we go. And he gets the bucket.
And we'll just watch the clock wind down, guys, in what will turn out to be a win here for Houston.
The blocking really turned things into their favor this time.
Well, Kevin, timing and anticipation, they got the blocks, and that definitely changed the momentum in this one.
And what a huge standout performance it was for Harden. He was extremely efficient offensively, got good looks, and really knocked down big shots all game long.
And that comes off the assist by Dwight Howard. 34 points for James Harden.
Boy, has he put his foot on the pedal here this quarter. He's doing a terrific job in terms of leading their offense.
Wasted no time on that shot, but it's off the mark. No one near Smith as he lets it go. Once again off the mark by Cleveland. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. Harden against Mozgov.